Welcome back to Woods Tree Farm, guys. Today I came out to the farm to meet a contractor for the house, but because it's rainy and the site is a mess, they postponed on us and they're going to come later in the week when things dry out a little bit. But I'm going to make the most of this rainy day. We have a bunch of burn piles around the property. I'm going to light the biggest one here this morning and let it roll. And there's other cleanup that we can do. If it's not too soggy, we'll hop on the tractor and move some stuff around. But that's what I'm up to today. So follow along. Let's have a little fun. Here we go. So you can see the size of this pile here. It's pretty big, and there's a bunch of cedar in there that's been sitting out all summer, so it should light right up even though it's wet. Got my propane torch. Let's see how it does.
Two hours later.
And of course the rain picks up right when I'm trying to start this thing up, and we had rain each of the last 2 days, showers overnight 2 nights ago, and yesterday, so everything's pretty wet. But I think I'm just going to try to light this up at a couple different spots here and come back in a half hour, 45 minutes, and see what it looks like. Well, I completely struck out. Everything is out. So I went and got some dry firewood, set it up down in there. We'll light that up and hopefully that'll get the rest of this pile going. A little bit of liquid persuasion in there. Okay. What is stuff soaking wet? Well, apparently did not have my Boy Scout vibes working today, so it just took a while to get it going. Now I'm soaking wet out here, but it's going now. Built a little fire inside with that dry firewood really helped, and then just stacking a bunch of other branches and stuff on top so it can dry out from the heat of that dry firewood, and then hopefully it'll spread from here. So I think it's in a good spot now. We'll let it roll for a half hour or so and come back and see where we're at. Well, the rain's picking back up again, so I just used the tractor, pushed it up into a pile, and it's going really good now. I think it's a good time for me to go get some lunch, and we'll come back in a couple hours take a look at this again, probably push it up into another pile, and that'll wrap us up. But I've got so much debris around the property that needs burning. I've got another brush pile over there. You can't really see it because the weeds are growing up all around it. I've got one out in the middle of the sunflower patch out there. There's another one on the tree line over by the beehives. There's another one up by the sawmill. But this was the largest one, and that's why I wanted to knock it out first. And if this is burned down a lot when I get back after lunch, I might go and use the grapple and grab some stuff off of some of these other burn piles, drag them over here, and just keep feeding this one. But I am on a schedule today, so I want to have this extinguished before I have to leave today, and we'll have to see how that goes. But let me go grab some lunch. See you in a couple hours. Well, the weather deteriorated quickly here. Went out and got some lunch, came back, and on the way back the skies just opened up, and apparently there's like a storm cell over the area that just parked itself here. So the whole drive back to the farm from town, all the ditches were full, and now out here at the farm we've got just an absolute, downpour going on. I'm actually up here. I'm staying on the gravel on my driveway because it is so nasty. This is just uphill from our home site, and that is one of the swales that I made to keep the water from flowing straight down towards the house. It actually got breached part of the way in right there, and there's water running down here, but a lot of it's going over towards the woods where we want it to go, and that's a good thing. But that first swale got breached, and then I can see from up here the second swale down closer to the house also got breached. So that's not great, but once things dry out, I'll be able to tell where water was flowing, and I can go and fix it and regrade it, and it'll be better in the future. But for now, there's a lot of water running down there towards the house. The burn pile I can see across the property is smoldering. There's smoke on it coming off it still, but with this much rain coming down, I am not concerned about it spreading. I'm gonna let it go, and I'm gonna head on home because there's really not much else I can do out here when the weather is like this. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you on the next video. Bye-bye.